Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Brandseed. Well, actually, this is Joe, creator of Brandseed. Um, and I've been away for a really long time, so it's it's nice to actually come back and have something. But the reason why I've been gone for a while is something that you'll see in a couple of episodes from now. I would love to make more content on this channel with Affinity Designer as my choice of product to use for vector design. Lately, it has become a little bit more clear that Adobe would probably be a better scenario for me, but as of right now, Affinity is doing everything that I need it to at the moment, so I'm just going to keep using it. But like I said, it's very possible for me to go to Adobe here pretty soon. But the project in front of you, I don't want to do any political battles. That's not what this channel is about in any aspect. The idea, like, I'm an American, and you may be viewing this from anywhere, and it's Space Force is an idea that has been initialized by our current president, Donald Trump. And there is a lot of mixed feelings about it. And I think that most of the mixed feelings comes from just a simple idea that, Donald Trump is a pretty controversial leader of the United States. But, and also the name of it is kind of quirky and corny, but it is exactly what it is. It is a space force. It's like the Army or the Marines or Navy or Air Force. It's the Space Force. So I don't think I could have said it any cooler, but it is what it is. And I'm a huge space nerd. Like, I really get behind anything like Bill Nye, the CEO of what's it called? The CEO of no, how do I not remember this? The Planetary Society. He is the CEO of the Planetary Society, and the Planetary Society is a group that is it's publicly funded. It doesn't, from what I understand, it doesn't receive a majority of its it doesn't receive a majority of who they are as far as monetary from the government or private, but a huge part of it is from public. They have a Kickstarter. I became a member of the society when the first light sail projects took off, and I am very, I find that majorly ambitious, and it's a great step in the right direction. But, and going forward, this is what it is. It's Space Force. Not saying that Planetary Society is Space Force. It's not. That's something completely different, and understandably way different. Space Force it's just cool. So no matter what your political views are, militarizing space, yeah, it is a controversial idea because that's supposed to be one place where we can be at peace and nobody owns it, but that isn't the reality of it, unfortunately. People will own certain parts of the solar system and further beyond as the years go by. And we're gonna probably see the beginning of this when in my lifetime, and I'm 26 years old, and we're gonna be mining asteroids before way before I'm done with my time here on just before my time is up. I have huge ambition for a project like this. I say a project, but it's not really a project. It's what's going to be done. I mean, it is a project, and it's military in space. So, this is like, I'm not contracted by the government to make this. I'm not. This was just simply a passion project. I was in JROTC as a kid. Loved the idea of it. It was really a self-improving aspect of my life. It gave me discipline as far as this is something that needs to get done. Keep your eye on the ball and do it. Just do it right, and make sure that what you're doing is based in logic, and things will actually work out. You'll get the project done. You'll accomplish the goal that you were setting for yourself. So that it was just, it makes sense to me as far as what my goals were, and that could also be something that was set way earlier on in my childhood. Either way, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the discipline of it. I did not go into the military. There are physical problems that I have. I have asthma and a couple of other things that wouldn't allow me to be in the jobs that I wanted in the military. But I've gone past the whole feeling almost, well, pity for myself on that, and I've kind of grown into something that I'm more proud of. That I have freedom to do stuff like this, but that's more beside the point than what the actual scope of this video is about. I just wanted to put it out and show you that, you know, Affinity Designer is a great tool to be using for any project that you have, as far as logo design, or in this case badges and ranking. And I had a lot of fun doing this project. It's been a long time since I've been able to create a video. It's just nice to be able to be back. That is for sure. And I've seen all the people subscribing. I think I'm close to 330 subscribers. I'm actually gonna check while I'm talking to you. And that is amazing. I haven't uploaded anything for a really long time, and you guys are still saying very good, very nice things, and it makes me happy, and I want to thank you guys for that. There's not much that can be, 329 subscribers. That's amazing. That's just simply amazing. There's not much that I could say above what I've already said about it. You guys are awesome. It makes me want it. I've always wanted to come back, and the reason why I haven't come back is my computer died, which was the worst thing ever, and I'm just gonna be completely upfront with you. I don't have any clients as far as graphic design. I don't have any clients as far as anything. I'm working at I'm serving, and I don't want to disclose where I work, but I'm serving in a restaurant, and this is my passion. This is what I love to do, and I just want to keep doing it, so I just keep doing it. But I see what my biggest video is the masking the easiest way, which I want to remove because I have masking and custom shapes up. Those were kind of repurpose of what the original content was, because I didn't know what I was doing with Affinity Designer. But I was like, I'm gonna make a how-to because I figured out a great way to mask this way, but I didn't understand what the masking the other way was, if that makes sense. So I recreated that and showing you how to make custom shapes, and I'm using all of that with creating these these ranks for what could be the official logo and the ranking system for Space Force, which I would be very proud to represent the stripes this way. And at the end, there is a PDF that goes by that is, it's really cool. Of course, I would think it's really cool, but it's just a little something that I threw together in Affinity Photo. And none of the artwork besides like the logo is my artwork. That's why I'm not monetizing this video, and I haven't monetized any of the other videos because of music, which I'll be playing some music that I really like in the background. I'm not doing too much as far as monetization with Brand Seed. Like I said, this is more of a passion. This is what I do for fun. There is a possible podcast coming from me, and which I will be more focused on monetary, obviously monetary monetization, it goes hand in hand. But just really trying to talk more about the ideas that are on my mind, and inviting people onto the show, and making it something where ideas can be spread naturally and from the grassroots. I don't want to really compare it to the Joe Rogan show. I think it would be quite a bit different than the Joe Rogan show. Not entirely, because we're both podcasts and we'll be both talking about crazy things that, that weren't ever thought about even 20, 30 years ago, except for by very, very gifted individuals that happen to be gifted with knowledge that they can kind of foresee the future and how it would be. But a big part of why I was gone was I was getting educated. I'm starting to learn web development. I think that's the next place for me to go as far as advancing what I know as a designer. And I can't call myself a professional designer, but I have good skill. I know what it is to, you want to make somebody feel not only good, but also you don't want them to feel like they have to take a tutorial to go through software. And I think I can help in that. As far, somebody has a great idea, how does somebody interact with it though? And I've been finding that I've been way more curious about that than making posters or business cards. Although those are incredibly fun to make. I like those because those are the, when you make a business card, that's the first thing usually that somebody sees when you interact, as far as like a tangible item that they can hold on to with your information, how to contact you. The next level of that is, how are they interacting with you literally? How are they interacting with your product? And that is the single biggest thing that I could ever contribute to. Especially there's a huge thing with I don't want to get too into it, but blockchain is really interesting. The fact that I could put a seed into blockchain, and other AIs might use my software, quote unquote software, to communicate with their owners or a different species, and try to get them to understand what they can use to get an emotional response, to be happy with the decision, or to read an emotional response and decide that might not be beneficial to this living thing. Maybe I should rethink what I'm doing. And that is huge in my eyes. That is something that I want to work forward to. So I've just rambled this entire time, but hopefully you like the new intro. I spent a little bit of time on that, and hopefully you like this. If you do, I want you to share it. I don't ever think that I'll get a call from Donald Trump and be like, hey, I think that this is a great idea. and I want you to go ahead and give this to us so our soldiers can wear it. Although that would be amazing that I had any part of anything, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that there are other people probably more qualified, probably not necessarily more qualified, but people that are probably in the loop better than I am, which I'm not in the loop at all, so it doesn't take much. That'll probably get the privilege to work on these patches. And I like it. So I figured I would post it up, share it. And hopefully you share it. It would be really cool to get people behind it, just thinking about it. Maybe this is, maybe it'll stem from this and somebody will be like, oh, that is a good idea. I want to kind of use this idea of that idea to actually make the real ranks. And I don't know, it would be fun. It would be cool. Don't you think? But anyways, here comes the PDF at the end. It's just gonna scroll through pretty quick. But you guys take it easy. Thank you for viewing, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.